Welcome to Let's Talk Self, a place where we discuss the self, explore the self, improve the self, so that we can live and embody the higher self. My name is Z, and today I want to share with you all some of my writings. And I want to just let you guys know that my vulnerability is my way of connecting with you all. And I want to talk today about anger because as I was writing this, I was experiencing anger. And for so many years, I had a lot of anger in me. And I used to judge myself for that. I used to judge myself heavily on that because I had a lot of anger in me. And in fact, the more I judged myself for that, the more I attracted people that judged me for that anger. And I'm here to question that. I'm here to understand why we have chosen to look at our emotions as separate from the soul. Before I dived deep into spirituality and I had my spiritual awakening, I was listening to a bunch of spiritual teachers, and I found a correlation between how they would associate our emotions with the ego. And they would say something like, emotions are part of the ego. And you are not your sadness. You are not your anger. You are not your fear. And I want to question that. If I'm not my anger, and if I'm not my fear, and if I'm not my sadness, then what am I? Really, what am I? What am I without experiencing emotions? Is that the point of enlightenment, to not feel emotions? So my anger led me to this writing, and if I'm not looking at you guys, it's because I'm sharing this as I wrote about this. But I want to talk to you guys today because this person that I was seeing, a friend, a couple of months ago told me, he looked at me, he said, "Why do you have a lot of anger in you?" You know, I used to have a lot of anger in me, but I don't have that anger in me anymore. And when he said this to me, I felt bad for experiencing anger. Never did I look at the situation, never did I analyze the situation as to why I was angry in the first place. Instead, I went straight into self-judgment. This person is judging me for feeling angry, and now I'm going to judge me for feeling angry. And being angry is not a good thing. And so we train the mind. You see, we train the mind to associate our emotions as a negative thing. And that's the problem that I have. And I want to question these teachings as to why have we been educated to associate our emotions as part of ego? It was my anger that led me to find this new introspective of how I'm choosing to view my anger. Anger led me here. Anger led me to a new entire introspection, new entire perception of how I view anger. And I was writing this as I was experiencing anger. I'm here to understand why we have decided to associate emotions as part of the ego and not the soul. I'm here to question that. And I really want someone out there, anyone, please enlighten me. Leave a comment. I want to understand why we have chosen we have chosen to associate our emotions as part of the ego and not the soul. It is my emotions that have allowed me to connect to myself. I would not be here right now if it wasn't because of my emotions or if it wasn't because of my anger. My emotions have allowed me not just to connect with myself, but my emotions are what allow me to connect with others, and they're what allow me to empathize for others and have compassion for others. It is my emotions that provoked and that triggered my spiritual awakening. If the emotions are separate from the ego, then why did those emotions lead me to a spiritual awakening? My anger led me to experience curiosity. My sadness led me to experience what joy felt like, what joy feels like. My pain, my internal pain led me to experience what true pleasure feels like. It is my pain that led me to experience pleasure. It is my sadness that led me to experience joy. It is my anger that led me to experience curiosity. It is my anxiety that led me to experience calmness. My love for my emotions is what led me to experience what true unconditional love is. So why have we decided to view our emotions as not part of the soul when they are the fucking gateway to the soul, the fucking gateway to connect with others, to sympathize for others, to have compassion for others? So now I can look at my friend. I would like to question that. Is having anger, not having anger in me the goal? Is not feeling anything the goal? Is becoming numb the goal? I think that by doing that, I'm setting myself up to not experience the beauty of human experience, the duality of human experience. If the goal is to not have anger, if the goal is to not have fear, if the goal is to not have frustration, then what the fuck am I doing here? So I'm here to share this with you all, because if you're one of those people that have a difficult time having compassion for yourself when you are experiencing emotions, don't be so hard on yourself. Your emotions are what allow you and what lead you to experience duality. They're what allow you to sympathize for yourself, to have compassion for yourself, and to connect with others. Allow yourself to feel the emotions. Give yourself permission to cry. Give yourself permission to be angry. The goal is to allow ourselves to experience the emotions, give ourselves permissions to feel the emotions, and then transcend those emotions and allow us to experience duality. And so what do I mean by transcend your emotions? Turn your anger into curiosity. It is my anger that allowed me to write all of this that I'm sharing with you guys in this video. It's my anger that allowed me. I can't hate my anger. I love my anger. It's part of me. It's part of my essence. It's part of me. Allow yourself to experience the emotions and don't assign a label to them. Don't assign the fact that they're negative or positive. All emotions have both positive and negative. Be easy on yourself. Be easy on yourself, my loves. It is your emotions that allow you to connect back to the soul. The point is to process them and give yourself give yourself permission to experience those emotions and then transcend them into you can transcend them in many ways. I transcended anger into creativity. I allowed my anger I used my anger and I turned it into a creative art. If you're experiencing anxiety, allow yourself to breathe in and breathe out and connect with calmness. True unconditional love begins when you can love your emotions and not judge yourself or hate them. True unconditional love begins in the self. I love you guys. Mwah.